The First Blood has been going on for 40 years. He has left a generation full of memories. Rambo, who once fought for freedom and for his friends, today I will share this last one. When a veteran is provoked, how serious will the consequences be? He first dug a tunnel in the ground, filled it with gasoline, then carefully drew a blueprint, and set up mechanisms in every corner of the house. Various traps, explosives, and steel forks were installed in the tunnel. Changdate's shotgun was loaded and a crossbow was loaded. The strings are also pulled full, and the wooden boards filled with steel bars are arranged, and a living tomb is completed. What awaits him will be a fierce battle. He is Rambo. After decades of being on the run, he thought he could spend the rest of his life back home, but his adopted daughter Anna encountered an accident, forcing the 73-year-old Rambo to take up arms. A few days ago, Anna refused to listen to dissuasion and came to the slums of Mexico alone, looking for the father who abandoned him and wanted to ask why he abandoned him. Unexpectedly, Lung's father not only disowned him, but also turned him away.
And realized you both didn't mean anything to me anymore. You don't need to come back.
The sad Anna walked into a bar under Julie's persuasion, but he didn't expect that he would fall into Julie's trap. A bearded man stared at him and secretly drank something in his wine glass while he wasn't paying attention. Drugged, when Anna woke up, she had been sold to local criminal gangs and became their money-making tool. At this time, it was too late for Anna to regret. On the other side, Rambo waited all night, but there was no sign of Anna. Soon after, Anna's adoptive mother ran over in a panic and told him the news of Anna's disappearance. After hearing this, Rambo did not stop and quickly drove to Mexico to search. He had seen too much of the ugliness of human nature and knew that if Anna was not rescued as soon as possible, he might never see him again. That night, Rambo found Julie according to the address. When he asked for information about Anna, Julie wanted to quibble, but he betrayed him by wearing a bracelet on his hand. It was given to him by Anna's mother. Rambo it was immediately determined that Julie could not escape the relationship.
You're gonna take me to that club. You're gonna show me who she was with. I'm gonna hurt you real bad.
Julie was so frightened that she took Rambo to the bar and found the trafficker that day. In order not to alert the enemy, he had been waiting for the opportunity. Finally, the criminal stood up and was about to leave. Just as he was about to drive home, Rambo suddenly appeared from behind. Seeing that he didn't say anything, he first stabbed the knife into his thigh, and then broke his collarbone hard. The prisoner who couldn't bear the severe pain could only agree to take him there. And this scene was all seen by a female reporter secretly. After Rambo and the others left, she followed them in a car secretly. As soon as he arrived at his destination, Rambo was surrounded by gangsters. This was the worst beating Rambo had ever received, but unfortunately it left him breathing, which meant the consequences would be disastrous. The boss left a mark on his face and said harsh words that would torture Anna to death and make Rambo live in pain for the rest of his life. After a group of people left, the reporter who followed them quickly stepped forward and rescued the dying Rambo. After a period of careful care, Rambo's injuries gradually improved, and Anna was also suffering from pain during this time. The reporter told Rambo that his sister also died tragically at their hands. He had been looking for opportunities for revenge for many years, but there was nothing he could do. He advised Rambo not to provoke them, otherwise he would be dead. However, how could Rambo, who had fought from the first season to the 5th season, endure it, not to mention that Anna was still in their hands? Based on the information provided by the reporter, he pretended to be a customer and found the gang's business location. He took advantage of the opportunity and suddenly struck. The two guards had no time to react and were knocked down instantly. Then he started searching in every room, but when he found Anna, he was already tortured to the point of unconsciousness. Seeing Anna's tragic condition, Rambo was heartbroken. He immediately drove to the hospital, but unfortunately, Anna died on the way because of her injuries. Rambo was very sad to lose his loved ones, but his pain soon turned into anger, and he wanted these people to pay the price. After burying Anna, Rambo began to transform the farm and design various mechanisms. He returned here since the battlefield in Burma. He dug a large number of tunnels under the farm, which are now in use. Deadly traps are hidden everywhere on the lawn and in the tunnels. After everything was prepared, Rambo returned to Mexico again, found the gangster second boss's mansion, found out the number of people and their location, and then sneaked in at night. The second boss was also brutally killed, The next day, the incident caused a sensation in the whole city. The boss rushed to the scene. He was stunned by the tragic situation of the second boss. When he saw the photo of Anna, he soon knew that it was Rambo who did it. The boss immediately summoned troops, and dozens of heavily armed enemies crossed the border through secret passages and came towards the farm to kill. At the same time, Rambo let go of the old horse that had been with him for many years and made final preparations. Soon, the gang's vehicles divided into 3 groups and rushed toward the farm in a menacing manner. They had no idea how terrifying their opponents were. What will happen when a 73-year-old veteran takes up arms again? The wall of fire forced everyone to attack from elsewhere. As soon as one person pushed the door in, Rambo emerged from the tunnel and killed him with one shot. Everyone immediately turned their guns and shot wildly towards the tunnel, but Rambo had already disappeared. A group of enemies slowly approached the barn, and the trap set in advance was instantly activated. Rambo appeared from behind again. Everyone was beaten so disoriented that most of them were killed or injured before the attack even started. The furious boss quickly led people into the tunnel, but he didn't know that he had broken into a carefully designed trap. Everyone acted separately. An enemy touched the mechanism at his feet, and a trap fell from the sky. There were screams in the tunnel. Rambo appears and disappears, killing enemies one by one. The boss saw the corpses of his men, and his legs were so frightened that they became weak. But Rambo was not in a hurry to kill him and left him for last. He used the radio to shout,
You did me. I want you to feel my rage, my hate. When I reach into your chest and rip out your heart!
The boss was angry and frightened, so he could only vent into the loudspeaker. At this moment, Rambo detonated a bomb in the tunnel, and the ground began to collapse. The boss fled all the way, and was eventually forced into the barn. At this moment, he was like a frightened bird, looking around, ready to escape. But as soon as he turned around, Rambo appeared. The bows and arrows pinned him to the wall. He could only watch helplessly as death approached, and he also felt the fear of death. The scarred Rambo walked out of the warehouse.
This is what it feels like.
And at this moment, the hatred disappeared. With all the loved ones dead, the film, First Blood, also comes to an end. Stallone has experienced 40 years, and we have witnessed him gradually move from young and strong to old age. He has left a generation full of memories. The Rambo who once fought for freedom and friends will always remain in everyone's hearts, will never grow old. If you like, please subscribe and see you next time.